morning, guys. I am gonna get a load sprayed here before my meeting. I think I've got about an hour. I should be able to get one done. That starts at 9. We had a rough night last night. I was moving that Traveler at 9:30 or whatever it was. And I made some stupid mistakes. I'll show it to you later. But basically we're not irrigating right now because I bent the pipe. Yeah, I'll show it to you later. I'm frustrated. It was my own fault, but it is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to get a load of fungicide mixed up here. We're going to go spray one of the fields. Weather's good here this morning. Then I've got that Golden Harvest kickoff meeting, so I don't know if I will try and keep spraying and jump on that on my phone, or if I'll go sit in front of the computer. We'll see. But that's my plan for today. Well, this is one of them fields that you get more than half of it done in the outside pass. It's kind of triangular shaped, like that. And we've just finished the first pass. We've got, not half, 22, 34. There are some nice beans out here, and we've got some long rows, but because it triangulates down and then there's some buildings, that the rows get really short really fast here. Yeah. So we'll get this done. We will have more chemical left. I don't know what field I'm going to next, either across the road or we got one a couple miles up that way. Kind of looking at the clock and watching it a little bit. So yeah, these are our 2-2 beans. They look pretty good. I've had really good luck with these the last 2 years, but 2-2 is really early for our area. So I don't know, we'll see how they do this year with it being hot and dry and planted much earlier. Look, guys, it's a crop circle. You know what causes that? Let me turn. That thin spot right there with the really small beans? Can you see the hole right in the middle of it? That's from woodchucks, groundhogs. They like beans, so they eat them off when they're really small, and the beans can't grow fast enough to keep up with them, but obviously a few of them made it there, but that's a perfect circle right around their hole. Usually they come out of like ditches, riverbanks, culverts, stuff like that along the edge of the field, and they'll eat a half circle around, but that one was right out in the middle of the field and had a whole circle around his den, so no good. But anyway, it's 9 o'clock. I got to jump on my meeting, so I probably won't film anything for a little bit here. Too early. Okay, well, we're wrapping this up. It's after 3. That was a long time to watch a lot of stuff that it's good, important stuff, but oh man, that was not fun. Okay, guys, well, so I got done with that meeting, so it's 3:30 now. I can actually try and accomplish something here today. I did get that one load sprayed this morning, which probably was like 10 seconds ago in this video, but anyway. So I alluded to the fact this morning that I'm not irrigating right now. Yeah, we had a little trouble last night, and it was my own fault and mistake, and I can't show you the piece because it's gone. But so when I was moving, basically every time that I have moved that Traveler from one lane to the next, I take the inlet hose, the one that looks just like this, and I kind of drape it up over the side of that inlet tube where we replaced that seal that was leaking, and just get it up there out of the way so it's not dragging. Did the same thing last night. Well, I think a cornstalk or something must have got it and pulled it off because it was dragging. When it drug, it got caught under a tire from the Traveler, which pulled that hose super tight, and it bent that galvanized inlet tube. Put a kink in it right at the bottom. I'm pretty upset with myself for doing that. It was basically me cutting the corner, being lazy, and that's what happens, I guess. So so I took it off this morning, and then when I had a break from this meeting real quick, I ran it down to the local welding shop. I had that 45-degree elbow on the bottom of there. I was able to get that off, and I took that with it, and I told them to just cut the bottom, the bent part off, cut that elbow in half and weld it up there on there so that I'll have a good connection. I need to get a new 45-degree elbow But I don't really need that anyway. It was more just a convenience to be able to move that hose so that it doesn't have quite so much a bend in it. We ran it for about 3 years without that elbow. That was kind of something that I found that worked pretty good. So I'll see if they got one over at the dealer for it. They could get me a new pipe, but it was going to be Monday. And if these guys can fix it, it'll probably be pretty cheap fix. So I think it's okay. So I don't have it yet. They said it would be done by noon tomorrow, which is fine. We're dry, but we've covered most of that field. I've only got 2 runs left to cover the whole field in the last like week and a half. The 2 that I've got left were done before the last rains, and so I want to get them done, but it's not the end of the world. We'll be fine. I'm about over this though. I'm ready to sign my name to a pivot purchase order. What are you gonna do? We got to finish the year here at least. So we'll get that back tomorrow. Right now, I was just trying to look and see how windy it is. It's not terrible. I'm gonna look at the weather station, see what it says the 10-minute average is, and I think I'm gonna load up some more fungicide for some beans and try and get some more of those sprayed. I don't know if I'll quite finish it, but we'll get close here. Wind speed is around 5 for 10-minute average. It says is 7. We're gonna go for it. So maximum wind speed kind of varies depending on what you're spraying. We're spraying a fungicide, which drift risk is minimal because it's not going to kill anything. It's not going to kill plants and stuff where it would be, you know, super detrimental. It's just going to protect plants. If we were spraying Roundup or dicamba or something like that, then you are very worried about risk. But the difference is also the volume and the spray pressure that we run. So we're running fairly high pressure at 40 psi, trying to get a little bit more of a mist so we have finer droplets with the fungicide to coat the plant. If we were spraying Roundup, most herbicides, especially pre-emerge stuff, you want bigger droplets so they don't drift, because all you got to do is get a little bit on the plant. You don't have to coat it. And so that helps reduce your drift risk. Sometimes you can actually spray in higher winds, like up to 15 miles an hour. But 5 to 10 is no big deal, especially for what we're doing. So we're gonna load her up and go here. I put the rest of my Miravis Neo in on this load. I had 5 gallons, so we need 700 gallons of water. We'll go spray this out. Be 46 acres. The field we're going to is about 75, so we'll have a split up there with some TrivaPro again, which is good. So I'm also doing a little GoPro footage here. Today's video is probably going to be short since I spent half the day on the computer, so I'm going to see if I can't get enough here with the sprayer loading and in the field. We'll put a little montage together for you. You guys see that camera out there? We're on the end of the boom on the bottom. What are the chances that it's still there when I go to get it? This is one of those fields with electric poles right out in the middle of the field, so you know how we deal with that? Skip the whole pass. Doesn't matter. It's fungicide. It'll be okay. It'll be our test strip. We'll let her go. And then I won't have to fight all those poles. I'll probably run over more beans than it's worth anyway. Well, the chances that clouds over there amount to some rain, I would say slim. But I don't know. It's possible, I suppose. I'm gonna say no and hope I'm wrong. I did just check the weather again. There's a tiny little bit of rain out that direction. And our wind speed is about the same as it was, 7 mile an hour, 10-minute average. So I'm gonna mix up another batch here. We've got to finish spraying this field out here that I did yesterday before it got too windy. And then that field that I just finished in, I did not have enough up there because I ran out of that chemical. So we're putting TrivaPro in now. We're gonna finish those two. So I gotta figure out how many acres I got exactly. It would appear I was wrong. It is indeed raining. I bet we don't get 2/200ths of an inch out of it. But I'm gonna have to stop spraying here. I've only done 2 rounds. I haven't done 2 rounds yet. 2 rounds. No big deal. Well, by the time I got to the end of the field, my hood was dry. No reason to quit. And that is the shortest rainbow I have ever seen. Can you guys see that? Oh, that's pretty cool. Really short though. Interesting. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna finish this field because we only got another 2 rounds to do, and then we're gonna go finish the other field that we were in, and then our tank will be empty and we'll decide from there. Well, I came back up to that other field we were in first, or a little bit ago. It did not rain here at all, so, and that rain that we did get when I was spraying that last one didn't amount to much, basically a heavy dew, and I would have sprayed beans first thing in the morning, so not worried about it. The water wasn't rolling off the leaves, so the chemical is there. It'll dry on those plants and we'll be fine. I've just got another round to do here, and then I don't know what my plan is after that. It's 5:30, so. Okay, well, I'm done here, getting her folded up. I still haven't decided what I want to do now, so here, you guys watch this GoPro footage that I filmed today. I'll see what else is going on. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. I decided I'm going home. So this is the end of today's video. I've got 140-ish acres of beans to spray yet. We can do that in the morning pretty easily. So that's the plan for tomorrow morning. Finish spraying the beans with fungicide. I may have to mix up a load of Roundup and go around and spot spray a couple of places where there's some giant ragweeds coming. We'll see. I don't know. And then hopefully tomorrow, they're supposed to have that pipe done by noon. I know I didn't really show you that like I said I would because I didn't have it to show you. So I will do that tomorrow when we get it back. We'll get that put back together and hopefully get up and running with the water again. I wish it would rain. But that's where we're at. That's my plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? Yeah. Let's go with that. So if you have any questions and comments, leave them down below. And thanks for your help on that generator stuff from yesterday. I will look at that tomorrow again and take that panel down to check the voltage behind the gauge. But it seems to be working at least, so it's just a matter of why it's not reading right. But yeah, hit the like and subscribe button for me, would you please? For a while there, about 50% of you were subscribed to my channel. Now we're down to like 30 or 35%. So hit that subscribe button. See you guys tomorrow.